Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us, state champ men, and some big results from last week. And I'm really looking forward to some games coming up this week. Before we go any further, though, can I just send out congratulations? I think I've got this right. Saw it somewhere floating around social media. JB out at Hume City. We're very low key on Hume City, as you know, Jeffo. But JB Jamal Brown is an Aussie now, been naturalised. Well done. It's been around here a long time. JB, part of the furniture out at Broady.
That'll be handy. They can get another import.
Well, maybe. Anyway, JB, good to have you on the same team as us, mate. Good to see you up there with your Aussie citizenship, mate. Well done, well earned. State champ men, Bulleen 64 went down to Hume City. Speaking of the Broncos, 79. JB 27-10. He's having a great season at the moment. The All Aussie. Nick Jones had 18-9. Dave Chaffert had 16 for Bulleen. Run-of-the-mill stuff for Hume City. I like them, and they've got a big test coming up this week. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they're just going slowly, just getting W's as the season goes on.
Yeah, wasn't run-of-the-mill first half for Hume City. Bulleen certainly had a crack, but as we all know, Bulleen just dropped away in the second half, like they have for the first few rounds.
Can't
of the
play
season.
4 quarters.
No,
cannot play 4 quarters. And I think that may not change for the season, by the way. Just cannot string 4 together.
Okay. Yep, that's a fair statement.
Hawthorn 85 went down to Knox 92. The Magic pushed them all the way. The Irish pub, the young bloke, Paddy McBready, had 14 for Hawthorn. Mike Rose 23 for Knox. Brandon Polk held to 17. The Raiders didn't have it all their own way.
Yeah, no, this surprised me. It was closer than I expected, but no, it was good on Hawthorn for actually starting to become more and more competitive as the season goes on. They must be starting to learn how to
and building around youth, which I think everyone's excited about.
Can I just say, too, I've only just glanced at his notes over there, but it's great to see.
That's Mark, by the way.
I forgot his name.
Right, okay, good, yeah.
Mark. I even said his name wrong before we met. But he's written Irish pub.
That's Mark over there, by the way.
Mark,
not him, not his. Yes. He has written Irish pub. I like that.
It's good to know that he's following along. Yeah.
People must think that I just spend every living minute thinking of these names for people. I mean, Irish pub.
You do.
Okay, all right, I do. I'll move right along.
It's one of your better ones.
Thanks very much. McKinnon 83. Some of the ones I gave you in the early days. Whew. McKinnon 83 went down to Ringwood 118. Now, there's no way that Kenny or anyone at Ringwood can tell me that they did not talk about before the game or at training during the week that they didn't talk about last year's semi-final. It has got to be there on their minds because they came out in this game steaming. They were red hot, nailing shots from everywhere. It was absolute payback, no doubt.
Yeah, I think they had a huge first half and they shot a really good clip.
Yep.
So I think I picked that last week. I was like, you did. They're gonna get some payback for McKinnon. So no, it was good to see Ringwood back to their the way we expect them to play. So
Logan Lyle, 32 in that game. A very good player. He's a great shooter. Spoke to a couple of the McKinnon guys. They said he's a very good shooter. I think the only thing that Ringwood would like to see from Logan now is just a little bit more consistency from week to week because when he's on, they are scoring some big numbers, that team. Dylan Stith had 22 and 6 for McKinnon. McKinnon came in having won 3 in a row. Certainly won't be pushing the panic button. I reckon they sweep that one under the carpet and move on, but it's a hefty margin. Yeah. They put the white flag up and Ringwood just steamrolled them.
Yeah, I don't think they'll assess the game, but I don't think they'll talk about it too much. They'll move on to next week.
Crow Bay 98 defeated Waverley 93. The Falcons came home hard in this one, Stevie. They were missing Dexter Kernich-Drew. Chris Arkell had 24. Jason Reardon, who is just a star of the competition, we know that. He wasn't MVP last season, but geez, he was a mighty close runner-up. 31 points, 9 rebounds. They shot at 56% for the game. I think the final margin, and Waverley had their chances in the last minute, well and truly had their chances in the last minute, but they did come home hard.
Okay, I didn't get to sort of take in much of this game, but Jason Reardon, it's not often you see him hitting 30 plus. You usually see him 20 odd, but then take his stats
17 rebounds, 12 assists,
take the other
steals.
stats. So for him to really step up and realise that this is the game I'm going to take over, 31 points is a real credit.
Well, he's obviously playing the one. He's got the ball in his hand most of the time, and he's just an out-and-out playmaker. Does everything. We've said that. That's why he's the Swiss Army knife. Does everything, mate.
We did ask who was going to guard him, and we said Dexter. And with Dexter missing, I'm not...
Yep.
They obviously didn't have anyone.
Whittlesea 66 went down to Diamond Valley 88. Ryan Vilmont 24 points. DJ had 20 in that one. Chris Carver had a good weekend for Whittlesea. He's doing the bulk of the scoring there. He had 17. Run-of-the-mill stuff. Whittlesea without a win so far this season. In fact, we'll click straight over into Sunday's game when they went down to Werribee by 20. The Devils 89, Whittlesea 69. Carver again had 28 in that one. Jack McDonald, good to see Jackster up there with a good game. He had 23 points. Whittlesea without a win. Just some notes worth noting. I've got them written down here somewhere. Senior programs, so men and women at championship level. Eltham are 0-12 at the moment. Whittlesea are 0-15. On the flip side, Knox, back into senior competition, are 11-0. Haven't lost a game in senior basketball this season. Diamond Valley, by the way, big improver, both men and women, are 13-2. So they've been very good to start off with. Steve-O, take us through the ladder, speaking of DV.
Well, Diamond Valley kick us off at 7-0. Knox as well, undefeated 5-0. Carrara Bay 6-1. Waverley and Hume Waverley and Hume City are 5-2. Ringwood 4-3. McKinnon 3-3. Werribee 2-4. Hawthorn 1-6. Eltham 0-6. Whittlesea 0-7. Bulleen 0-4.
Now I know this is early days, but we've got 3 teams after 5 rounds without a win. That's a worry. That's a 2-speed league right now. That's a worry. 3 teams without a win. Up the top, a couple who haven't lost. I'm going to talk about Diamond Valley again in a moment. McKinnon's sitting in 7th at the moment. It's going to be a top 6. So that's last year's grand finalists. It's early days, I know that, but above them, DV, Knox, Carrara, Waverley, Hume, Ringwood. Some pretty good teams up there.
They sort of worked their way up the ladder last season.
They did.
Though.
They did.
They weren't always up the top, so plenty of time to move.
Plenty of time. I think outside of those 7, no one else can make it, though. Is that a fair call this early? Werribee, Hawthorn, Eltham, Whittlesea, Bulleen. Well, 3 of those 5 haven't won a game.
No.
That's fair.
So, okay. Round 6, here we go. And really key game for Diamond Valley coming up in this round. Eltham take on Werribee. I reckon the Wildcats can get their first win of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I think Eltham, this is their biggest chance of the year, and I think
they won't lose it, Steve. They will not lose this.
They'll get the win.
Yep, 100%. Werribee take on Corio. Is that only one Saturday night game? The rest is Sunday.
Yep, just one Saturday night
busy
game.
Sunday coming up in State Champ Men. Werribee back it up against Corio.
I think Werribee's weekend will be too hard anyway, so I think Carrara Bay.
I'm with you.
I'm with Carrara as well.
Knox and Ringwood, good matchup. Knox yet to lose a game. Ringwood very good on the road. That's at Knox.
No, I think Ringwood. After watching them last week, I think Ringwood.
Knox haven't done anything wrong.
No.
Nothing wrong at all.
I haven't done anything wrong, but I've actually tipped Ringwood as well. So
I think if Logan Lyle comes out and hits more than 18 to 20, I think Ringwood get up.
I'll tell you what though, I think
he's a bit of a barometer at the moment, Logan Lyle.
Poor Knox, they're 5-0 and we still
I haven't done anything wrong.
Ringwood take a look at how Hawthorn played Knox last week, and they'll be in with a very good shot.
Coach Kenny will be looking at that, don't you worry. Waverley against Bulleen, I think it's all the Falcons.
Yep.
A really comfortable 10-point win.
Yeah, really comfortable. Might even be single digits, but it'll still be comfortable. Whittlesea and Hawthorn, big chance for Whittlesea to break the duck. I think they're going to go very close at home. I think Ross Mole will have them up and about for this game. Who's going to stop Chris Carver? He's having a very good season.
He's a great player, actually. Needs his NBA counterpart to step up, Ronald Lucas.
Ronnie Lucas the third. I think Whittlesea at home, though. I like the paces in this one.
I'm going to say Whittlesea as well.
I reckon Whittlesea in a really close one.
The big game for me is Hume City and Diamond Valley for a couple of reasons. In fact, for one reason. Diamond Valley, I said this last week, was it? Last week's show?
Last week.
Diamond Valley, or might have been the week before, are 7-0. Take out the Ringwood win, which is a great win. I do not want to take that away from Diamond Valley. Excellent win. Mind you, Ringwood are 4-3 now, so Ringwood's lost a few. Their other 6 wins have been against teams currently in the bottom 5. So now they're coming up against some very, very good top of the ladder or upper ladder opposition, right there with them. Mind you, Diamond Valley are on top.
Yeah.
But now they're going to come up against some of the stronger teams. Who's going to win this game? This is a massive test for Diamond Valley for me.
Hume have surprised us all this season, and I reckon they will.
They haven't surprised me, Mark. Oh, no, I'm a big Hume City fan. I just don't like to overtalk them. Just keep it very, very low key.
I'll overtalk them because I think they're going to win this week.
I'm going to stick with Diamond Valley. Yes, 7-0. Haven't done much wrong. I know you've beaten the bottom half of the ladder, but if you keep winning, you can only beat what is put in front of you.
Well, I think what's put in front of them this week, Steve, is going to be too much for them. I like Hume City. They've got a crack starting 5. Very, very good starting unit. I think Hume City win this week. Diamond Valley would love nothing better than to prove all the stats wrong. You're up against teams up in the top half with you at the moment. Come out and beat them. Here's your big test. I don't think it'll happen, though. I'm going to go Hume City.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hume.
Okay. Oh, you already tipped?
Yeah, I'm Diamond Valley.
Okay, yep. Fair enough. Have a great week. It's certainly warming up, isn't it, State Champ, man?
Yeah. The top end is getting real close, so it's good.
Who's your tip from here, Steve? Just after 5 rounds, it's nice and early.
We're talking
if you were
Premier or Championship?
No, if you were to pick one team right now who's going to win the whole thing this season, and I know it's only early, so I'm not going to hold this against you.
Yep.
Who are you going to go for? Geez, I tell you what, that's how tired he's thinking about it.
I'd actually Cry Bay.
Do you want to have a stab here while you got the chance?
I was thinking
it's only coming into round 6.
I was thinking Cry Bay as well.
I think Cry's got the best player in the competition. Yeah. Goes by the name of Jason Reardon. So have a great week. Get out there and support your teams. We'll see you next week on Big V TV.